What's up? Hey, it's Eric here. Facebook.com/Eric the Conqueror or YouTube.com/user/the Sandman047. And what's up, nation? It is, I believe it's, you lose track of the days when you're working. It's kind of, what's the word for it? Hectic. It is Monday, September the 16th. It's been about a week since I injured myself. I've done a few videos explaining that I injured my lumbar. In my lumbar region, I injured some. What's the word for it? Some ligaments, some spinal ligaments. Luckily, there's no lasting damage. But I've been doing some intuitive yoga and intuitive stretches. But it's been pretty painful, and today's the first day that I feel genuinely amazing. Although I don't have all the pain's not gone yet, but most of it subsided, and I've been wearing a belt. Pardon my pink belt. I've been pretty much using a fabric belt to brace my core a little bit and create some intra-abdominal pressure because I needed assistance there. I thought about also buying a weightlifting belt so I can, kind of ease back into it, but I don't know. I might not. I might just use a regular fabric belt and secure that for a little bit of extra intra-abdominal pressure, like I just said. But like I've been doing, for the most part, I feel pretty good. I feel better now. Today I did my first real, you could call it workout. I did an upper body push and pull. So I did 5 sets of flat bench and 5 sets of incline bench and 10 sets of pull-ups or chin-ups rather. So I did them back to back. So I would do a set of bench and then I would do a set of 5 pull-ups or chin-ups rather. And it really helped a lot. It got a lot of blood into my lats and back region, and it felt good to stretch it out. And I haven't had the mobility that I normally do, so it felt pretty good to stretch out some tight and tonic muscles that have been just stuck for a few days now. Been about a week now. Yeah, I think it's been exactly a week. Yeah, it has. I got injured on the 9th, so today's the 16th, and yeah, it's been exactly a week. And I was very scared at first. I mean, the day I got injured, I was so scared. I thought I would never walk. I thought I would never squat. I thought I would never be able to gym. I thought I was gonna turn into a fucking fat piece of lard and just ride out my days in a fucking wheelchair or something. I don't know. I had some negative thoughts going through my head, and what I've realized is anytime I get injured, I'm not really that much. Well, I am kind of a negative person sometimes, but that's changed over the years. But one thing I've noticed is when I'm injured, I am a fucking baby. Like it is the end of the world for me. Like, oh no, like all else is futile. Like I'm injured and that's the end of me, and I won't make it. And oops, sorry. Yeah. So I don't know. I realize I'm a little bit of a baby sometimes, but I guess that's okay because for the most part, I'm not being arrogant, but I'm a pretty strong individual. I don't really let anybody's bullshit get to me for the most part, and I do what I do because I'm securing it, and I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. Oh no, I get some flack from some friends. I was gonna put in question, but they are my friends, right? Fuck them, people always try to take you down. It doesn't matter, right? If they're good friends, they won't. But they don't mean anything by it either. So I'm just ranting here, oh no, you shouldn't use big fucking words because you think you're trying to be better than everybody. No, I'm not trying to be better than everybody. I'm just I'm communicating how I know how to communicate. And if you don't like it, then too fucking bad, right? Anyways, yeah, that's my little side rant. Yeah, but I think more of it is I get all depressed because for the first 3 days I couldn't move. I was yeah, I'll show you my bed. Actually, I've been laying in the living room on the ground, and this really helped a lot. You're actually supposed to lie on a flat, hard surface because it's better for your spine, and it's worked phenomenally so far. I'm pretty sure I would not have recovered this fast if I was laying on a spongy, soft, bouncy bed. Just because that causes more shearing in your spine then it does more bad than good. I mean, yeah, it's comfortable, but like anything that's comfortable is not that good for you. Like chairs are comfortable as fuck, but sitting in a chair is not good for you. It is actually detrimental to your health. So yeah, that's another thing. Uh, Although I already knew this, the doctor confirmed my suspicions. Sitting on a spine actually causes more shearing damage to the spine than standing or laying down, or even squatting. Like as humans, we're not made to like bear weight on our buttocks. That's just not a natural motion for us. But we knew that, and we knew that. We know that, and we knew that. I should say, well, some of us do. And anyways, I just wanted to say I just wanted to do a quick little update. Like, I felt so good today. Like, after not having blood in my muscles or anywhere, like, for a whole week, I felt like Arnold right now. Like, if you've ever seen his Pumping Iron video, like, when he goes, like, yeah, everybody gets this feeling, like that pump, the pump feels so good, it feels like I'm calming. Like, that's how he says it. He goes, like, yeah. When I'm getting blood in my muscles and that pump is there, it feels like I'm calming. It's coming all over my body. It feels like I'm calming. So like, it felt like I'm calming right now. Like, it feels huge right now too. Like, I don't get me wrong. I know I'm not fucking massive, like, by any means. But like, just when you haven't had the pump in this long, and when you finally taste that, it just it releases certain, like, lifting weights and like doing powerful things makes you feel powerful, and that in turn makes you powerful. Like, if you feel like a badass, chances are you will behave like a badass, and etc. etc. I mean, or you could just be a like beta faggot. But I don't know. I don't like using that term either. But I apologize for using that word, whatever. But I don't mean it, like, I've actually caught a lot of flack for using that word, and like, I guess it is a bad word, but I don't mean anything. Like, I don't care. By that word, I don't mean anything like homosexual or anything. Like, I just mean that you're being a piece of shit. Like, that's how I think of it. Like, a faggot is somebody who's being a piece of shit. It has nothing to do with their sexual orientation or anything like that. It's like, I don't know. But I guess we live in a world where we have certain constraints. Like, a lot of them actually, not certain ones. A lot of constraints. We're taught how to behave. We're taught what to say. We're taught to suppress our emotions and, just go along with what everybody else is doing. And I think that's fucked up. Like, you guys realize that the word is only bad because everybody thinks it's bad, right? Like, me saying something like, I don't know, if I call you a fucking jabroni, you're not gonna, like, get all ass hurt about it. Like, oh no, what does that mean? But like, say I call you a cunt, right? Like, here in North America, I say the word cunt, and people freak out and like lose their minds. But like, you go to somewhere like Europe or Australia and say the word cunt, it's a normal occurrence. It means, like, it would be the difference between here, if I call you a bitch, you're gonna be like, oh, whatever. But if I call you a cunt, you're gonna be like, what the fuck does this motherfucker think he is? And like, I don't know, I think it's fucked up. It's like, I mean, it's cool in a way, but it's also fucked up. The more we learn how to communicate and interact with our language, the more constraint we put on ourselves. Like, the further away we move from how we really are. I was actually having this discussion earlier. So I remember talking about babies being prematurely born and like how we don't, how we grow outside of the womb, and, like, because the head gets too big otherwise, and like, I have this other theory. What if when we're born, when we come out of the womb, we come out all knowing and like always, like, we have the sage wisdom and we know everything there is to know. But the only thing is, our brain knows everything, but we have no way of expressing that. So we have no language, and you get what I'm saying? But then all this intelligence is forgotten and lost because the brain forgets all of it, so that it can then allocate its energy into learning how to express one's beliefs. I just think it's kind of it's funny to me. I don't know, let that sit for a while. Like, we know everything, and then we have to forget everything so we can learn how to express ourselves, and we have to relearn everything again. And I don't know, it's just, I thought it was cool. Anyways, video's out. Peace.